I'd like to call the order of the town board. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McKinney?
Here.
Trustee McDowell?
Here.
Trustee Fisher?
Here.
Trustee Deteen?
Here.
Chairman Neal?
Here. There are no agenda changes for the meeting, so item number 4, approve minutes of the regular meeting held on December 19th, 2017 at 6:30 p.m. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Are there any citizens' comments this evening? Going once? Going twice? Okay. Moving on to item number 6, authorize bills for payment. Trustee Deteen.
Yes, I had the opportunity to go over the bills with the supervisor and the assessor this afternoon. Found them to be in order, and I respectfully request that the trustees approve bills amounting to $110,056.83.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Item 7, consider contracting with Rex Jones for HR oversight. Just to give everybody an update, we had a change in staff, and it left an opening for a business manager, and I met with Sandra Usher, our administrative assistant, who is going to school to get her bachelor's degree in business management. And we reviewed the job description, and we both felt very confident that she could fulfill that role in that position. The only area that concerns me a little bit is she doesn't have a background in HR. And so I had initially thought about talking to the new HR person with the city and seeing if we could contract with her, but then decided it might be just cleaner if we had somebody else. And through LinkedIn, I realized that one of my ex-employees, a gentleman by the name of Rex Jones, he was my case manager back in 2005 for like 6 months, and then he got moved. He was in the military, and so they sent him someplace else. So he didn't leave. As a matter of fact, I was looking at his resume. I was like, what, we didn't even like count to make it on your resume? He's like, Sherry, it's already 4 pages. I was only there 6 months. It's not that I didn't love you.
See, like 75 years old.
But yeah, you would think he would be, right? No, he's younger than I am, I think. But so I sat down, Sandra and I both sat down with him and talked about, you know, just our concerns, and we want to make sure that HR is done completely, not just right, but then Sandra really wanted to be able to learn too, and he was eager to be able to teach and help us to make sure that we're doing everything in compliance and do any training as well. So we kicked around ideas about amount of time, and we thought that like 2 hours a month would be more than enough time for him to review and any training and doing those things. But just in case, especially initially, we wanted to add in a couple hours. So my thought was 30 hours for the year, and at a rate of $100 an hour, that's $3,000 for the year to cover our HR expenses. And one of the Trustee McDowell had asked, you know, where does it come from? And with Sandra taking the position, it's at a lower pay because she doesn't have her degree yet. And so we have the extra money in that account to be able to cover the HR expenses. So that's what that's for.
And is Mr. Jones going to be available for consultation outside those 2 hours a month?
Yeah, that's why I did 30 hours for the year, so that we had additional. He said that he would be more than happy to.
Okay.
But just,
Something came up. that we
yep,
need-
right. So we put in an extra 8 hours just in case. No, an extra 6 hours.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm not a math major, but I think it's 24 from 30 is 6, right? So, yeah. So he was willing to be here tonight, but unfortunately his dad passed away this weekend, so he's dealing with that. So then the other hole that it leaves is with Sandra Usher moving to become the business manager. We had a need for a new administrative assistant / receptionist. And I was told that another employee of mine that was with me from 2005 to 2010, Grace Gamboa, she moved when we split Crew off from Zion Township, and then Crew became part of Necasa, she stayed with them, and so she's been an employee with Necasa since then, and was eager to come back. So she's actually going to start tomorrow back at the township in her old job for less money than she was making actually than when she left the township, but she's completely good with that because of the insurance. So yeah, so it looks like everything is smooth, and just wanted to make sure that you were aware of the idea with the HR, and I have your approval to move forward with that, so.
Do you need a motion
I
for
think
this
it would
contract
probably-
yet?
Yeah, that would probably be good, yeah.
Yeah, I'll move to approve this contract with Rex Jones for HR oversight.
Excellent.
Second?
Any discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McKinney? Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Assessor Wickets was not able to be here tonight. He sends his regards. And so moving on to item 9, Supervisor's Report. Just a few things. Just to let you all know, I will be going to Peoria next Friday, Thursday afternoon and Friday. I've been asked to be on the Supervisor's Board for the state. So I haven't completely said yes yet. I said I'd go to the first meeting and see, just to find out what all that entails. So I'll be there for that. Really excited. One of our goals for 2017 was to maximize the office space. And just to share, we now have State Representative Sherry Jessel in our office every month she is there the first Wednesday of the month from 2 until 4. We have State Senator Melinda Bush's office. They're the second Wednesday from 2 until 4. Congressman Brad Snyder's office, the second Wednesday from 2:30 to 4:30. And then we have finally, with all the work that we did, Nakasa Substance Abuse Services there on Mondays and Tuesdays. And then using our boardroom, we have Community Action Partnership. They're actually there 3 days a week providing finance counseling to our residents and other residents across the county that come to our office for that. And then Junior ZBLA will be kicking off on February 3rd, and they'll be using the space for those 5 Saturdays to host that. So feel really good that we're reaching out and helping as many organizations as possible to be able to be in our community. And just to give you guys an update, our focus for January and February are on one, training the staff, Sandra with her new position and Grace with her position. We begin now planning for the Senior Resource Day and advertising for the Summer Work Program application process, which is the entire month of February. Students that are 14 or 15 years old, well, actually, the program is 14 to at least 18, maybe 20 through the Job Center of Lake County. But they go to the Job Center of Lake County website and they put their name in and they have a lottery drawing. So the entire month of February, individuals do that, and then they send us 35, 14, and 15-year-olds from that pool of individuals that they choose for the program. So that's how we get those students for that. And so those are the main things that we're going to be focusing on aside from LAHEAP. And just so you know, last month, the month of December, we were able to bring in close to $25,000 for residents. We completed 64 applications, and that was with being closed 2 of the Tuesdays, so that was pretty huge. And we brought in $24,641 for residents. It was pretty messy today. It was pretty sloppy in the lab, but
Do you recall the date for the Senior Resource Day?
yeah, I do. Actually, my phone recalls it. It is on April 18th, Wednesday, April 18th. And I think that's all that I have. Oh, well, one other thing. One of the things that my staff and I have been working on pushing is the Zinnias for Zion campaign to make the zinnia the Zion flower, and I am thrilled to share that we have 147 flats of flowers ordered from the high school, the Park District, the library, Congdon's Funeral Home, the Grove at the Lake, Barton Senior Residences, Barton hasn't gotten theirs in yet, Rolling Hills Manor. I've got a whole list of organizations, Trinity Christian Center and Grace Missionary Church. We've got quite a few people that are joining forces. We had our first major committee meeting yesterday, and we have a committee that's going to be involved in deadheading in August to be able to save seeds for next year. for the program. We've got a committee that's canvassing the rest of the businesses. We're focusing on Sheridan Road this year to try and get as many businesses to grow the zinnias. And then and then we've got another committee that's doing the planters for the Park District along MES and up Shallow Boulevard. So, and just so you know, all of those committees will be visiting. If you guys want to pass the word on to the Zion City Council, that they will be coming on February 20th to ask the city to make the zinnia the official Zion flower. So just so you have a heads up about that. But I do have
There'll be
order
a lot of
forms.
pressure put on us.
Isn't that a coincidence?
A lot of pressure.
What a
The
coincidence.
Red Hatters are going to show up, I
Yeah,
understand.
I promise. I don't know that they'll wear their red hats, but they'll be here to yodel. But I do have order forms. If anybody is interested in ordering flats of flowers, it's $15. Anton's has been gracious enough to help us choose specific flowers so that we can kind of keep it uniform around the community, and they're willing to grow the flats. Otherwise, they grow from seeds really easy. They just take 6 weeks to bloom. So I have those at Zion Township, or for anybody here that would like them. So I think that's it. So with that, is there anything else to come before the town board? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any final discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Meeting adjourned.
Jerry, I think you ought to contact farmersonly.com and make sure they get the news on your zinnias.